War Sovereign Soaring the Heavens, Chapter 777. An unexpected guest arrived in the Dongwo clan estate today. In the audience hall, the Dongwo clan's second elder, Dongwo Zone, looked at the white-clothed young man before him and asked directly. "I heard from my subordinates that you know where the person that killed my Dongwo clan's young master is." The white-clothed young man glanced indifferently at Dongwo Zone. "You're the second elder of the Dongwo clan? I'm sorry, but I've come to see your Dongwo clan's patriarch. I'll speak once he arrives." "You?" Dongwo Zone's face went grim as he said with a low voice, "Kid, do you think you can see our Dongwo clan's patriarch just because you want to? Haven't you taken a look at yourself in the mirror?" When facing the enraged Dongwo Zone, the white-clothed young man had a calm expression and directly disregarded Dongwo Zone. "Send this guest out." The expression of Dongwo Zone, who was disregarded, sank, and he spoke with rage. Instantly, two Dongwo clan generals walked in from outside the hall, and they walked towards the white-clothed young man before gesturing with their hands. "Please leave." "Second elder, I'll just put it at this. Once I leave the Dongwo clan today, it isn't so easy to make me come over again." The white-clothed young man glanced deeply at Dongwo Zone before turning around with the intention of leaving. "I won't bother to send you out." Dongwo Zone grunted. He, Dongwo Zone, had lived half his lifetime, yet when had he been disregarded by a little kid like this? Not to mention the young man might not know where the person who killed their Dongwo clan's young master was. Even if the young man knew, he wasn't willing to allow the young man to continue being here for the sake of his face. "Wait." Right at this moment, an aged and sonorous voice sounded out from afar and approached. In next to no time, an old man strode in the audience hall. Behind the old man was an old woman that followed like a shadow. "Patriarch." Dongwo Zone's expression went slightly pale when he saw the old man, and he hurriedly bowed as his forehead broke out in cold sweat. "Leave." The expression of the old man, the patriarch of the Dongwo clan, Dongwo Lei, sank, and he shouted out with rage. Dongwo Zone's expression flickered between a livid and ashen expression, yet he still left obediently. As for the other two generals, when they saw Dongwo Lei's fierce gaze sweep over, they hurriedly left behind Dongwo Zone without daring to hesitate in the slightest. For a time, only the young man, Dongwo Lei, and the old woman remained in this spacious audience hall. "Patriarch Dongwo." The white-clothed young man nodded to Dongwo Lei with a calm expression, as if he wasn't facing the patriarch of one of the three great clans of ancient desert city, the Dongwo clan, but was facing an ordinary old man. "What's your name?" Dongwo Lei's eyes revealed a trace of praise. "Patriarch Dongwo, you can call me Zi Shang." The white-clothed young man smiled lightly. "You aren't from the ancient desert city?" Dongwo Lei asked. "No, I'm from one of the 10 great dynasties in the south, the Darkhan dynasty. I've come here this time to participate in the martial competition of the 10 dynasties held by Skywolf Fort." Zi Shang didn't conceal his origins because he knew that even if he concealed it, with the ability of this old man before him, the old man would very quickly investigate his origins clearly. In this way, it was better to speak truthfully, as it would be more beneficial to his scheme. "MMM." Dongwo Lei nodded, and then his white brows raised as his face tightened slightly. "You said earlier that you know where the person that killed my grandson is? You know him?" These past few days were full of torment to Dongwo Lei. His Dongwo clan's members had spent a few days of time, yet were actually unable to find out who or where the person that killed his grandson was. This caused him to be both enraged and anxious, and he wished for nothing more than to go out and search himself. Today, when he heard someone had come over with information about the person that killed his grandson, he'd rushed over impatiently. Yes. Zi Shang nodded. So long as you can confirm the person you speak of is the person I'm looking for, then I can agree to any condition of yours that's within the ability of myself and the Dongguo clan. Dongguo Lei's muddle eyes lit up abruptly as he spoke frankly. Patriarch Dongguo, you're too kind. It will be disrespectful if I declined. Zi Shang started smiling as he was waiting for exactly these words. Speak. Dongguo Lei spoke again with an anxious tone. What he wanted to do the most now was to drag out the violet-clothed kid that killed his grandson, and then torture the kid extremely to the point that he would be better off being dead. Only in this way would he be able to vent the hatred in his heart. Patriarch Dongguo, before I speak of that person, I want to ask you to make a vow under the 99 heavenly tribulation. The vow is. Zi Shang looked at Dongguo Lei and spoke slowly. But he hadn't finished speaking when he was interrupted by the old woman that stood behind Dongguo Lei, and she said angrily, Kid, you dare coerce our patriarch? You look to me like you're tired of living. Zi Shang paid no attention to the old woman and instead looked at Dongguo Lei with a serious expression as he revealed a spurious smile. Dongguo Lei stopped the old woman and then looked at Zi Shang. Continue. I hope Patriarch Dongguo can forgive me, I'm doing this for safety's sake. Beside that, I'm willing to vow with my blood that if I don't help you find the person that killed your grandson, I'm willing to be blasted to death by the 99 heavenly tribulation. Zi Shang spoke resolutely. As he spoke and before Dongguo Lei could reply, he'd pinched open his finger, causing a drop of blood to soar into the sky, and he directly made a vow. After a short moment, 9 thunderclaps descended. At the same time that it startled the entire Dongguo clan estate, it entered into the ears of Dongguo Lei as well, causing Dongguo Lei to reveal a smile on his face. Little fellow, you're really not bad. Since you're so sincere, then go ahead and speak. What do you want me to vow under the 99 heavenly tribulation? Dongguo Lei glanced deeply at Zi Shang. Patriarch Dongguo, I'll be frank. I hope that Patriarch Dongguo can vow that once I help you drag out the person that killed you grandson, you must pass his spatial ring to me untouched. Moreover, you must not use any methods to take revenge on me. Zi Shang spoke frankly. All right. Dongguo Lei didn't care why Zi Shang would be interested in the spatial ring of the person that killed his grandson. What he wanted to do now was only to take revenge for his grandson. As for anything else, he didn't care. In next to no time, Dongguo Lei pinched open his finger and made a vow under the 99 heavenly tribulation according to Zi Shang's request. Subsequently, 9 resounding thunderclaps descended once more, and it bared witness to the vow Dongguo Lei made. You can tell me now, right? Dongguo Lei looked at Zi Shang. Of course. Zi Shang nodded hurriedly, and then he said, Patriarch Dongguo, during this past few days, I've corroborated it many times and have finally confirmed. The person that killed your grandson is an enemy of mine in the Darkhan dynasty. Just like me, he's representing the Darkhan dynasty to participate in the martial competition of the 10 dynasties in the ancient desert city. His name is Duan Ling Tian. Presently, he's staying in the Narcissus Pavilion in the outer fort of Skywolf Fort. Zi Shang finished speaking in a single breath. After he finished speaking, Zi Shang didn't wait for Dongguo Lei to reply before leaving with large strides. After he walked out of the audience hall in the Dongguo clan's estate, Zi Shang revealed a brilliant smile and muttered to himself. Duan Ling Tian, you're really brazen. You've just arrived at ancient desert city, yet you've offended a colossus like the Dongguo clan. But I still have to thank you for helping me to achieve my aim. Presently, Zi Shang seemed to have already seen the scene of him obtaining the piece of the Devil Seal tablet in Duan Lingtian's possession. So long as that piece of the Devil Seal tablet fell into his hands, his future would be completely illuminated. Zi Shang, needless to say, this scheme of yours is very good. But making a deal with that Dongguo clan is no different than asking a tiger for its skin. Even if that Dongguo clan's patriarch doesn't do anything to you, it doesn't mean that others would have a good opinion of you. A ghastly and hoarse voice reverberated in Zi Shang's mind. Don't worry, eldest ghost, I have a grasp of the situation and know what to do. Zi Shang had a confident expression. After Zi Shang left, a gust of violent wind swiftly arose in the audience hall of the Dongguo clan estate, and it blew to the point the various furniture and decoration moved from their positions, and the paintings on the wall even fell down. Duan Lingtian? Skywolf Fort. Along with the raging aura on Dongguo Lei's body gradually being restrained, the waves of violent winds in the audience hall gradually died down. No wonder my Dongguo clan members have been searching through more than half of the ancient desert city yet have been unable to find you. So it turns out that you're hiding in Skywolf Fort. Dongguo Lei's eyes flickered with cold lights that seemed ready to swallow up his enemies. Patriarch. The old woman behind Dongguo Lei said, if the person that killed the eldest young master is really in Skywolf Fort, then I'm afraid you can only go to Skywolf Fort and ask for him yourself. Even the outer fort of the Skywolf Fort was a place that not anyone could act wantonly at. Even if it was Dongguo Lei, the patriarch of the Dongguo clan, if he didn't obtain the permission of the people in charge of Skywolf Fort and rashly attacked another in Skywolf Fort, he would similarly be unable to escape death. The Skywolf Fort had a rule: so long as anyone from the outside dared touch a guest or disciple of Skywolf Fort within Skywolf Fort itself, then that person's fate would be death. Dongguo Lei didn't give a reply to the old woman, and he left the audience hall and the Dongguo clan estate with a pair of crimson-red eyes before heading directly towards the direction of Skywolf Fort. On the other side, Duan Lingtian, who was within the Narcissus Pavilion of Skywolf Fort, didn't realize that danger was gradually closing in on him. Presently, he stood on the empty ground outside Narcissus Pavilion and was working hard in cultivating the 9 dragons' radiant flash. Of course, at the same time he was cultivating the 9 dragons' radiant flash, he didn't forget to hold onto the wind concept fragment and comprehended wind concept. His wind concept was still advancing ceaselessly, and according to his estimations, it wouldn't be long before it ought to be able to smoothly break through into second-level intermediate wind concept. At that time, his strength would rise greatly once more, and it was directly increased by an entire 10 ancient horned dragons worth of strength. Swoosh! Swoosh! Presently, when Duan Lingtian executed the 9 dragons' radiant flash, he was already capable of developing 2 divine dragons. But the body of the second divine dragon wasn't material enough, causing its eyes to have not appeared and rendering it incapable of condensing the flashes to attack. Not long after, Duan Lingtian felt slightly exhausted and stopped his cultivation. Of course, it wasn't exhaustion of the body, but of the spirit. He was able to sense that even if he continued cultivating, it would be difficult for him to achieve any breakthroughs right now, and it would instead accomplish the exact opposite. So, he stopped cultivating in a timely manner. After he stopped, Duan Lingtian left the Narcissus Pavilion and strolled around the outer fort. I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget like, share, subscribe to channels.